Hello, my name is Barbara Lewis with Singing After 40. Welcome. Today I spoke with Jeanette Sarmiento, a 70-year-old singer who found that she was losing her low notes. She talked to me about how she's rediscovering them and about a tool she's found that's made a big difference to her singing. I hope you enjoy it. Jeanette, thanks so much for being willing to talk with me today. You mentioned to me at one of our Zoom warm-ups that you were having some trouble with your lower range. And over the period of time, it's been quite a few months now that we've been doing our weekly vocal warm-ups. I noticed in the last time you sang that your lower range really was sounding very good. You seem to have no difficulty. So I'm very interested in what you're doing at home. You told me that you have a couple of specific exercises that you really like. So could you talk a little bit about your particular issue with your voice and then maybe give us a demonstration of those two exercises?
Well, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share this,
Oh, wonderful.
um,
Thank you.
and for all the support and endless insights into how to improve this.
Well, you're most welcome.
I would noticed that unlike, I guess, other older singers, my high range wasn't impaired as much as my low range, and I don't know
Okay.
why that is. Because most people will say, "Oh, now I have these great low notes," and I was like, "Where are they? I don't know."
It's not unusual. People do lose different parts of their range and life changes and hormonal changes. So that was
Yeah.
your particular change.
Yes, I thought I was losing my lower range, and so all of a sudden I couldn't get below like A or A flat below middle C,
Hmm.
and the other thing I noticed was that I couldn't sustain a pitch. My chords wouldn't close, and
Oh my.
um, so I started looking at what can I do to change this around, and I found a couple of exercises that they are very challenging for me. So I don't want to make it sound like, oh, I've mastered these, and now I.
No, no.
So one exercise, I try to start it a little lower than like at an F. Okay, so the way this little exercise works is on bad days, I will just go for 5 seconds and then gradually get a little bit longer. The ideal is to be able to hit 10 seconds.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure there's people who could do more than that. So just as an example, we're going to start on the NG of the hung, and then we're going to morph to E smoothly, and then to the ah.
Okay,
So,
great.
so I'm going to
Great.
start on that F below middle C. Hung, ah. I can hear all that fluttering in there. So it's still not smooth. Ideally, it should be all just smooth. I think I mentioned to you in an email. It's like ironing.
So
Like
it's very
ironing.
smooth exhalation on.
Yeah.
It's got quite a lot of twang in it too. So you've got quite a lot of this part of your face working for you. Very interesting. Okay. Show us the other exercise too. It was
Oh
a
yeah,
five-note exercise.
the 5 notes. So that I start on, let's see. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Anybody listening to you would not think that you've lost your low voice.
But I'm convinced it's the do.
Well, whatever it is, there's your voice. What
So I'm
was the
trying to
song that you sang last time? What was that?
devil may care.
Can you sing just a few phrases of it?
Sure. No cares for me. I'm happy as I can be. I've learned to love and to live. Devil may care. No blues or woes. Whatever comes later goes. That's how I'll take and I'll give. devil may care.
Well, it's very interesting to hear this. I would, from an outside person looking in, it sounds like there's not a lot of trouble there. But I would suggest that two things. One is that you stay for your hung,
Oh, listen,
but stay strong
embryo.
here and
Yeah,
and lift your cheeks and just see the difference. You're letting everything relax, and for some people that's what they need. But just see if this, because it
the
makes everything inside the
smile.
mouth taut, and the air can come out in a smoother exhalation for many people, not for all.
Okay.
Just give that a try. But as our last thing, you recently got earphones. Tell us
Oh, yeah.
about the difference earphones have made for you as a singer. There they
Earphones
are.
are my friend. At first, I thought, "Is this what I paid for this hunk of junk?" And I just thought, "Oh, this is ridiculous." But then I actually put them on, and I finally put them on correctly. Should I
Okay.
demo?
Yeah, please.
So this is incorrect. That's
Okay.
incorrect. That will do nothing.
Okay.
This is correct.
So you're tilting it back a bit so that those things are right here at your mouth.
Right here, right at the jawline. So
Okay.
this, my voice sounds 1,000 times better to me than when I'm speaking to you without it on.
Wow. So interesting.
And I listened to this whole thing about how we cannot hear our own voice,
No.
or we only hear it very peripherally. And part of why that is, they said, is because the brain, when we're speaking, automatically just part of it just kind of goes to sleep, like, oh, well, you don't need to hear in such.
I have not read that. That's interesting.
Yeah. So
Wow.
it's our brain's way of just saying, like, well, you don't really need to know all that detail. But for singers, we really do want that detail.
Of
And
course.
so this really helps me in terms of if I'm struggling with something and I'm feeling discouraged, it reminds me that even if I don't have a smooth line on it yet, I have some foundation to motivate me to improve it. Amazing.
Yep, it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Jeanette, thank you so much.
You're
You
so
made this so
thank you.
easy. You're wonderful to interview, and you've given us some food for thought. So I really, really appreciate it. And
Oh, my
hopefully
pleasure.
I'll hear more from you, and your voice will continue to improve, although it's really beautiful now.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, as
I'm
always, there's a long road to Tipperary.
There is, and that's the beauty of being a singer.